So here I am in Hive Skywars to do a little bit of game sense with my texture pack that I just released for 50 subscribers. Oh, I accidentally hit. That was accidentally too different, and I just minimized all my tabs at once. So my keyboard and mouse might be a bit loud, but I'm gonna try and talk a bit louder so you can hear me over them. And yeah. So I'm gonna try out some tech here. I don't usually do this, but actually no, I'm not. Trapdoors can be useful for a couple of specialties, but I'm not sure how worth carrying they are. So my teammate fell to the bridge, so we're just gonna jump bridge for him. And then set up an MJ bridge. Bridge to mid. So since I see him going to that chest, I'm just gonna mine the ores, because if we share the loot, then I'll end up getting a lot less, and he'll end up getting a lot less. So it'll just be a lose-lose situation, which is why I rushed diamond ore instead. And I'm just gonna keep mining these until I can get some better armor. And once I get, since I'm not, I'm just gonna end up rushing red over here. Or no, magenta, I guess I'm colorblind or something. So they look pretty sweaty, so, and outgear me with their sharpness. So I'm just gonna try this on him. Yeah, so I've tried a block trap, and I just got him. So that's another thing. If you don't feel too confident, you can try a block trap, or just running away on a bridge. So this is what this was from earlier, so that will just allow me to collect blocks easier. So like if I just collect a bunch of blocks here, it'll just go to there instead. So I can get tons of blocks really fast with this. Another thing is, if you're rushing teams pretty early in the game, you can use crumbly cobble. So then they won't be able to go back on your bridge. So he wouldn't be able to run away here, even if he tried like that. See, he could have gone away if there was a bridge there, but since I bridged out crumbly cobble, he couldn't actually get away, which is a pretty good example of what I meant. Now, cobwebs is very useful, so I find like the arrow, because that's the most useless item in my hotbar, and I'm going to swap it out. That's another thing, you should optimize your hotbar. Like, if you think one item is more useful than another, pick the most useful items to put in your hotbar. So what do I... Oh, and I got some Pot 1 boots. It's pretty powerful. And I think Sense, he has like decent loot, and I have pearls. I think it would be better just to keep this boombox instead. Now he is green team, so I might just be camping base. Something you see, this is why you should always keep a tracking compass. If you think it, because they could hide like this. So I can just double check these and so he's over here. So he's this way. So I'm guessing he's probably under. So I'm gonna. And he fell off. So that's the first game. And these people look super happy at their second. But, you know. So we have some level 7s. So that's another thing. You want to analyze your lobby before you go in, so you know who is the biggest threats and who you should and shouldn't avoid in battle. Like if you see like a level 1, you know they're probably not going to be that good. But if you see like a level 18, like that one guy, then you know he'll probably be at least decently competent. Now there is an off chance they are still bad despite being a high level, but it rarely happens. And when it does, even if you avoided them, nothing bad happens with that. So I'm just gonna bridge to middle. Open this chest because these can contain loot. And since it's this map, you can actually harvest some of these cobwebs. And if I replace my boombox with that, I can jump this guy. Since he doesn't have too good loot. Yeah. And he panicked running away. So I have some cobwebs. They can have a variety of uses. Despite just cobwebbing the basic way. Now I don't actually have a weapon, so I'm going to target this one so I can get their weapon. And now I'm going to heal up because I can see they're distracted with their fight. It's a good thing I checked this chest. Like, you should always double check middle chests, just in case you find loot like I did. So now we can use our cobweb to get this guy. Since he didn't look too competent in the lobby, I think we could just take him in a fight. But he does have a sharpness sword and a lot of ender pearls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get redstone, which could help me win this fight. And these people look like a pretty competent sweat party, which is why I'm going to head out this way. And I can use a cobweb on them. And basically that will just spleef them. Like that. Now my teammate isn't left in the game, but I should be able to try the cobweb method on him. And so he's going to jump up here, but when he does, I can try and hit him into the cobweb, and then just spleef him, since he's in it. And now he's pretty much dead. And that was worth the cobweb, because, like I said, they were a pretty competent sweat party, I'm pretty sure. And now I have diamond boots, just because I checked in my inventory. So, I'm going to see what gear they have. I'm going to analyze the enemies. And I think this is a takeable fight, considering how much damage they'll be taking. So I'm going to go for this one first, because he has a lot of support items. Well, the second guy doesn't have many support items, so he wouldn't be able to help in a fight. And that guy just got scared by my boombox. So we're in the third game, and I'm going to analyze the slots again. Level 32, level 17. They have ultimate rank. Probably means they're a bit better. Now that's a level 10. But I don't think he should be that good, because he's, like I said, only level 10. Although I could be underestimating him. So we're in duo. So we're still in duos. But I got no teammate. So I'm just gonna speedrun these chests. I'm actually gonna open these chests before the diamonds. And I see we got 2 sweats. I think they're partied as side rushes. I'm not entirely sure though. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna try and block trap them. Okay, my strategy worked. If you're not sure about a fight, just block trap. And this is what I said about mining emeralds early. Because now I have the strongest sword in the game. I'm gonna check behind me before I mine this diamond so no one hits me off. Just in case. And I think because I took out one of those sweats, the other one's probably gonna be pretty aggro. And also go for me because like they think I'm a pretty decent at the game target. Which is not gonna be good. Especially because I have no full diamond. So I'm gonna try and block trap them. I'm gonna keep checking behind me. So they're gonna back up. It's an interesting move. So they're just gonna head to the back of their base. And I think they're gonna be pretty suspicious. Or just snowball me. No, I think my best move here is to get out. Because I don't want to be sandwiched between the good player and the third partier. Which is exactly why I use my boom blocks to get out of there. So now I can equip my poison boom blocks and throw it at them. Since they're in their inventory. They aren't expecting me to attack them. And I'll back up. And since they were mining, I could break the block underneath them. And they wouldn't realize. Which just helped me at that moment. So since we avoided a lot of these players, they're not going to have too much armor going into the final fight. And I'm guessing this is probably a trapper. Or just someone who doesn't care and thinks they're the best player. Now they did just deliver me a free chest plate. So now we have blue team left. And I see them over there. And since they're the last player left, I can just direct rush them to save time on this game. Although I don't want to use up many of my resources just in case. Yeah. And it's pretty much over for them. This is what I meant by not using my resources. Because with these boxes not being optimal, I can get the kill here. So yeah, that's Bed Wars goes with game tips. I also might put the texture pack in the description, and I know I'm a bit late to releasing this. My texture pack was already released in a post, but I just released this video. So, bye.